Welcome everybody to the annual Stand-Up Magazine Take It Back to 2023 video, looking at the highlights, the good, the bad and the ugly. And first I want to start with one of my highlights. The boat show in Germany was absolutely amazing last January. There were so many people, thousands upon thousands of people were roaming the beach world, came to my booth. It was amazing. Foiling was just introduced to a broader spectrum of mainstream audience, and I got lots and lots of advertising clients out of it. Sadly, not much longer after the boat show, the cancellations are starting to come, and this makes this year SUP year a little bit of a two-story. We had amazing participation in races. We're doing really well in the sport, while the industry is actually not doing that well. It seems like this year the entire SUP industry is suffering a little bit of a COVID hangover. We have massive overstock, particularly in the inflatable segment, and we have a lack of sales with race boards. One of the biggest industry news this year was probably Fanatic cutting their race board development. We all heard about their overstock of roughly 30,000 inflatables. So that was big news for our industry, not good news. And now, when I'm talking to people in the industry, there is one thing for sure: overstock and lack of sales. So the consolidation of the market in a post-COVID world is still well in progress. But on a sporting side, we are doing amazing. The participation in the year was so great. We had all these SUP festivals, like starting in May in Austria, the Lake Rocks Festival was a huge participation, a major success. And then we had the SUP World Festival at Costa Blanca, and we moved into a great SUP summer across Europe. And following the ranking system is really something that I've enjoyed doing along the way. I hope so did you guys. Our weekly updates of who's making the moves, who's the new world leader #1, and so it goes week to week to a different tour stop, so to speak, even though there is no real tour. And of course we've been talking about this for the last 14 years, for as long as the Stand-Up Magazine is in its existence. It's really crazy if you think about it. So we still have multiple bodies that claim SUP World Champions, but to me the SUP World Rankings is really the only one legit ranking system, and I'll tell you guys why. I mean, think about it. #1, you can't really premeditate what is an important race. It is solely up to the racers mostly. The event organizer cannot just say like, oh, this is a 4-star event. No, because the number of participants makes 30% of its ranking, of event ranking. So that means how many people are showing up. So race organizers have to make this thing more attractive. Prize money is another one. How many top athletes are gonna go to a race makes a huge part. That's another 25. And how many international participants are there? How many participating nations are there? So there you have it. That ranks an event, and only after the event ranking is coming out. So you can't premeditate what's going on, and then everything goes into an algorithm that we've been following ourselves week by week, following each and individual athlete, how they're doing throughout the year. This idea, of course, is not new, because we had Chris Parker's years ago with his SUP World Rankings, with his SUP Racer Rankings. Sadly, Chris has disappeared. I miss him dearly. He was a great voice in our sport, and I really liked working with him. And we have competing bodies of governments. We had the bad news that SUP will definitely not be in LA 2028. We may hope now for Brisbane in 2032, but let's just forget the entire Olympic dream for once and focus on the sport. We still have an APP tour that seems to have problems in participation. A lot of top people don't go there, and that I see as a problem, because as far as production, goes and the platform, the APP definitely is unprecedented, but it just seems like nobody wants to go there and people frankly don't really trust the system there and other things. We have the ICF thinking about hiding their World Championships behind a paywall. Luckily that paywall went out of business and we could all enjoy what was without a doubt the best event of the year, the ICF in Thailand. Sadly I couldn't go, I can't travel this far at my own expenses, and even for the ICF money matters and the honeymoon phase is over. So no more flying people into events just to make look good. Those days are over. The ISA also did an amazing job with their SUP races in France. Very good production, good commentary, very well done. But we have these two philosophies that we're looking at. Lane racing versus beach racing. ICF canoe style versus ISA surf style. And one thing that I did not see coming this year at all was the exhibit of the foil lane sprint race at the ICF. I sure did not see something like this coming out of the corner of the ICF. And to give this a little bit of airtime and give this a little bit of a platform, I thought was amazing. Because whether you like it or not, SUP foiling is coming and it is just starting here in Hawaii with downwind foiling. And we've seen the participation at the M2O, another great event this year yet again. And SUP foiling is going through the roof, guys, whether you like it or not, and it's invading lakes and flat water. So that's a big trend that we're looking forward to 2024, as we've seen it already at the ICF in Thailand, and as we're going to see it, more action of it at the boat show in Düsseldorf with indoor races. Foiling is the new kid on the block, even though it's been around for a while, and there are some people that are like, this is not gonna happen, it's too hard, it's too difficult, it's too expensive, it's too this, it's too that. Lots of naysayers. And who is always losing when a new trend arrives? The naysayers. So with this being said, the 2023 year, what an awesome year for racing, what an awesome year for foiling and new trends. Not a good year for the industry, and I'm afraid next year will also not be the best year for an industry. And my magazine is depending on a healthy industry, and I'm going into the boat show of 2024 with a little bit of mixed feelings, because I am not sure if our industry is going to have a budget to keep supporting my media. We'll of course continue to put out as much content as possible, but putting content on print is extremely expensive, and it is just questionable in this day and age if a print magazine still is feasible. I really hope it is, because it is my passion, but we will see what the industry has to say, what the last word is in 2024. So follow along from our videos, follow along, click that like button and support wherever it's for free for you. I wish all of you guys a happy and most successful 2024. I'm stoked to be part of this community, and I'm looking forward to see the one or the other, hopefully sometime, somewhere next year. Aloha all of you, and mahalo from Hawaii Stand Up Magazine. See you guys in the next video.